Okay, welcome back. I think I have tracked him down. He is laying right here. And I think there's another animal out there. I just saw it. It may have ran. It may have ran when it saw me. But I'm going to be really quiet because I think there is another animal up here somewhere. It could have been that tree I was looking at. And I want to make sure this is my animal and not just some sleeping deer. You know, they do lay down. Typically they'll lay down in the woods. But you can see just, oh no, there it is. That is a coyote. I want to see if I can get the spot on it. I got a spot on it, female coyote, and let's go ahead and take her as well. If I can lay down, maybe get a good hit on it. I don't know. Here we go. Space bar to hold your breath. And she ran. She ran like a like a scalded dog. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark that. And let's go get our big deer. Yeah, it didn't run, so we're good. Now I'm wearing basic clothes. Here's the other track for it. Now that cone, there's a cone that stretches out. Sometimes it's wide and you just don't know which way it went. Don't go too far. Turn around, come back, get your bearing, go off in a different direction. Sometimes this is just an approximate guess of what direction your animal went, and it gets better the more you track them. So now we've got us a buck here. We shot with 243, basic gear, no gloves. It was a male, 88. We got 55 gems for that. It was a 123. You can take a trophy shot if you want. The wound time was 2 minutes and 35 seconds. So it took 2 minutes 35 seconds for it to run. And right here where we found it, where did we shoot it? We shot it right here, just on this side of the road. So we shot it here, it took off this way. Now let's go down and see if we can find where I shot that coyote. And just see if we've got some blood. We may not have blood. Okay, here's the coyote. It was trotting in. Okay, we've got blood. It's a body shot. I'm going to not run now. I'm just going to walk into the direction that I saw it run. Okay, here we got blood. And the cone is still going to its next track. Usually there's 3 tracks of blood, and then it goes into something like fleeing. Now I thought it turned right. So without these cones, I would have turned right. But this cone says, hey, keep going straight. So there it is. See, I thought it turned that way. But here's our large cone. Here's something else. I'm going to grab it real quick just to see what it is. Oh, it's another coyote. And it's fleeing. So there was a family of coyotes here. Here's the one we were tracking. Make sure you stay on the one you're tracking. You don't want to lose it. You'll get an email from Doc saying, hey, don't be shooting animals and not picking them up. You're going to do that. You're going to lose animals. Don't worry about it. It's just a bot emailing you. So I had a friend who played a long time ago, and he was kind of discouraged because Doc was always sending him an email, and he thought it was a real person sending him an email. And I was like, no, it's just, you know, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But this guy's a real hunter. I mean, he hunts squirrels with bows, you know. I mean, he's a real hunter. He's a bow hunter, so I think he got this game just for, you know, like playing it a little bit. Now I'm following my arc, but it's just a guesstimate. We don't know for sure. Okay, it looks like our animal is still fleeing, and he's changed direction. And you can kind of tell if you can see the what direction his paw prints are headed. They're headed that way. So that's about the way the lines, the arc, went. So I'm going to walk this way. Now, remember, there could be animals around, so if you think there are, go ahead and squat down. Take your time, listen. Mark on your map, go to your map and put draw on it. You know, right here is where you last picked up maybe a blood drop or something. Personally, I bought a couple of the flags. I can set down a flag if I need to. I also have a dog that can track. So just, you don't need those things. You can make these kills if you're patient and do a good ambush on a coyote. Okay, I heard a rabbit. I heard a rabbit. Now, I don't have any ammunition for this rabbit at all. I've just got buckshot and so see, I thought I heard some animals, so I crouched and grabbed these rabbit tracks. That's going to help you level up your rabbit tracking. I'm still looking for that. Don't grab them until you know where your next coyote track is. Just going to run a little bit. Oh, cottontail rabbit there. I spotted one, so that's good. That's a good spot. We got another call from a deer. We don't have to grab it if we don't want to. I'm still looking for this coyote. And I'm getting far away from my dark blue dome. I've lost the track. So, you know, make sure, go back. As you come up over top of hills, the blue dome will disappear as you get close. I've lost them as I'm coming up over hills. So turn around and walk back down to the last point and look around. You may have to make a... Oh, over here's the circle. Yeah, see, it's outside of the arc. I may not have a high skill level of tracking. Now this one says roaming. Now, it's very hard to think about. It could have changed and went back to roaming. Or this could have been its track from a long time ago. From this morning, when I started out down at the lodge. This coyote could have been here, walking that direction. So now, I don't know whether it's the fleeing. I really want to think. While I'm down here, I'm going to go look. That could be a track from earlier, and I need to find its most recent track. So look for another large dome, and look here, we found 2 large domes. One of them is roaming, go in that direction. So this is probably from earlier this morning. Down there's a dome as well. But let's check this one out. This one says fleeing. So we know we were chasing a fleeing one. Now it said it turned and went that way. So, you know, you're at a crossroads here. What do you do? Just try to figure out your tracks. Tracking, very important to get the animal that you shot. The animal may just be wounded. That was a roaming. So I'm not going to follow that one. I'm going to follow this second one. However, I think what it did is it got to here and didn't know what to do. Changed to roaming and it went that way. Or it changed to roaming. I don't know. I'm going to go this way one more time. I'm going to look over this hill. fox are like that. Fox will come out of fleeing, go into roaming, and then turn. And I'm not really seeing any more tracks from a coyote. So the only thing for me to do now is to believe the arc. Trust the arc. And that's what I'm going to do, just for a little bit. I'm going to trust this dark blue arc. This one right here. I'm going to trust it, and I'm going to go this way. Now the arc is just a best guess. It's not all the ways accurate. It is just, oh, yep, we got one over here. This could be a roaming from this morning, we don't know. It's a turd. The turd isn't going to help us. It's going to put a circle around it and tell us maybe how long. That was 23 to 48 minutes ago, and it was going that way. So, I'm very interested in the arc that pointed me this direction. Tracking is very important to find the animal that you may have killed and to not get that email from Doc. That one says roaming as well, that direction. I'm going to follow the arc up here. Now, again, the animal may have died, you know, just meters away from here. That was 41 minutes ago. It pooped right there. Let's see, we grabbed this one. That was it fleeing. But we think it may have turned into roaming. So what we're going to do is we're going to follow this one now, roaming. Again, don't run because you'll spook it if it's just wounded. And you can kind of tell a wounded animal. It walks a little slower. It doesn't trot. It'll have its head down like it's wounded. So we're just going to go with the cone. Looking for a dark dome, a full dome. We may not even find one this way. We may not. Oh, yep, there's a full dome down here. Always look around, especially on these hills like this. And this one is a fleeing. So it was fleeing, changed over into roam. It changed directions in roaming, and then it took off fleeing again. Probably heard me running after it. So we're going to trust the arc. With it being a body shot, I don't know. This animal could still be alive. And I'm debating on whether or not I will find this animal right now. Oh, we got another blue dot over here. So just continue to track it. Okay, it's changed direction again. It went into roaming. It's probably stood there. It's trotting. And it says it's trotting that way. Okay, yep, we got a track over here. So if you haven't found your track and you're inside your arc, you haven't found your track, go back and try a different direction. Try all 4 of your directions. What way are you traveling now? It says it's going that way, back to where we shot it. Ooh, that might be something. I may be on the track at the moment. To where I shot it, and I am. I'm right back here where I shot it. So, I may have to figure this out and bring you back. We've got our 3 blood trails here. See, I thought it turned when it got over here. Okay, I've covered tracking, hunting with basic clothes. You know, just as long as you're cautious, not out here running around like I am. Don't run in the forest. You're not gonna have a good time. Run to where you want to hunt, and then then crouch or walk. The rest of the way. You know, this animal may have spooked when I shot. So it's took off and then it's turned around and came back. I'm just kind of walking down this way. I know the next track was over there. Oh, we got something here in the bushes. Did I find this one earlier? Yeah, I found this one earlier. Usually your hunter mate will make a beep beep if it is a new track. Like, you hear the beep beep? That's a new track that I haven't clicked on. This will be a new track I haven't clicked on. Listen to it. Now, if you happen to find one that you have been on before, like this blue one right here, it's not going to make a beep. See, no beep. So I believe what I've done is I've lost my coyote. That's a poop mark. Rabbit track probably. Nope, that's a coyote. Over here's a couple. We've got that one. It didn't beep. We got that one. It didn't beep. That's the one that said it was going that way. That's the one where it was roaming here. Yeah. So they came up from the water. And they're probably down there. I mean, you can look in big open fields like this and see animals. But without a scope, it's going to be very hard. So just get your caller, call them in, and do like I said, make that ambush. You know, move up to the side so you got a side shot. You can get double lung. It's just hard to hit an animal head on coming at you like that. So I've lost its track. I'm going to get an email from Doc, but that's okay. I would like to got that coyote. It was a good-looking coyote. I think what I'll do is I may go back and get my dog, try to find this one. But if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Leave a like and comment. Subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.